So what are some of the sacrifices that you found challenging? What did you have to sacrifice to kind of get yourself to where you are today?
My ego.
Oh.
My ego of public perception. How I want people to view me versus who I am. And that was one of the hardest things that I had to deal with, because I'm like, man, you know what? When you got money, then I got a Rolex and I got, a $15,000 chain and all these different types of things. But when I really be looking at it, I'm like, my dad don't got a tombstone. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I look a certain way.
Yeah.
And when you start looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute. So I got Louboutins on, but I don't got life insurance policy. You get what I'm saying? So
I do.
it's just all those things I had to check myself on, from not only my ego, but the public perception, because that carries a certain vibration. When I'm worried about what I look like in the public perception, who am I worried about who I look like too? It might be a certain woman, right? So that's really what we're doing it for as men, for the most part, is to attract a woman. But you also got to think at the level of vibration you're going to attract. So you can't be mad if you flaunt in finances that you don't really got, and you attract a gold digger that don't know how to recognize who don't got money. You get what I'm saying? So it's just all those different things where
Yes.
you operating under a system that's not authentic. So for me, I was operating under a system that wasn't authentic to Cyrus. I had to figure out a way, or I had to face that ego of public perception on what I wanted people to view me as versus who I was. And so when you ask that question, that is the biggest thing that I had. That was the biggest thing. Because I'm like, man, you know what? I always had money. Man, if I'm going homeless and giving up everything, man, what are people gonna look? They're gonna look at me like I fell off. And let me tell you this, and I know where it came from. I started looking at it on a deeper level. My dad's dad, my grandpa, died in a trucking accident when my father was a child. And when my grandmother received the life insurance money, she pacified him with gifts. So she bought my father fur coats and jewelry and all these things to deal with the loss that his father is gone. So as we got older, that's the way my dad became a dad to us. He would give us leather coats and all the Jordans and all those things. And anytime he ran into an issue, he would pay his way. Like, let me take y'all to Discovery Zone if we kids, Chuck E. Cheese. If you're a little bit older, let me take you here. We're going to go putt-putt golfing. Let me take you to the mall. It was always his way of dealing with things. And I remember it clear as day when my stepmother divorced him or whatnot. I remember my dad going to buy a Benz. Now, why did he go buy the Benz? He didn't buy the Benz because he cared about the Benz. He wouldn't bought the Benz because the public perception of what people would think that he fell off because he lost his wife.